The first season of Cambria's Gold Rush event is kicking off today, meaning you only have 5 days to take advantage of over $1 million in prizes, which is made up of an ever-growing prize pool, Blast Gold, RON tokens, whitelist for 2 upcoming free mints, 50 Genesis NFTs, and over $1 million in the Cambria token airdrop. I could honestly say that this is one of the greatest opportunities I have ever seen for a Web3 game, as it's all happening over a 5-day period, meaning you don't have to grind away for months on end. So with that being said, time is short. So in today's video, I'm going to show you everything you need to know to earn while playing Cambria. As usual, I'm not a financial advisor. I do not control this project or what happens with the token. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and let's jump right into the video. So if you don't know Cambria, it is a risk to earn MMO in the realm of games like RuneScape and Diablo. The game loop is you go out to explore, you gather resources, you fight against other players, slay monsters, complete quests, and then extract back to the capital to cash in your rewards if you survived. Now, there are 4 different ways to earn in this game with, like we said, a ton of prizes. The first way, which is the version that has the most rewards by far, is the paid version of the game where you compete for the prize pool. Now, the second way, this is where you complete tasks and it is totally free to play. The third way is by selling assets, and the fourth way is by creating content and shilling your code, for which if you want to use my code, it is Gorilla. So let's break down each of these ways. So the first way to earn, which is by far the way with the most rewards, is by competing in the prize pool. Your objective here is to work your way up the leaderboard by collecting as much royal favor as possible. However, to do so, you are going to need to mint a royal charter or join a guild. So a royal charter has many benefits, but the main one is it allows you to earn royal favor both while playing and passively. Now, it does cost you money to mint. Each royal charter is going to cost roughly $12, and you can mint as many as you want. And yes, there are benefits to having more than one. And 85% of those mint funds are added to the prize pool. Now, if you want to grind even harder, you can also mint energy orbs, which is around $2. These are also added to the prize pool. But if you own a charter and you just want to play casually, you don't have to mint any orbs with the passive energy regen that you get from your charter. Now, let's say you want to play, but you don't want to spend $12 on the royal charter, but you still want to earn because you plan on grinding this game. Well, what you can do in that case is join somebody else's guild who has purchased additional charters and then split your earnings with them. And the way that split is decided is going to be naturally priced in the market based on supply and demand. So it's very beneficial for you if you're able to rally a ton of players to mint multiple charters, as you're not only earning by playing yourself, you are earning passively off of other players. Now, let's say you went out and minted 20 charters, but you're only able to get 18 players to play for you. Those 2 charters aren't wasted because you're still earning passively just by holding them, even though it's at a reduced rate. Now, all of this is very important because the more royal favor you earn, the higher you're going to rank up the leaderboard, meaning the bigger your piece of the prize pool is going to be at the end of the season, along with a ton of other rewards, because royal favor is at the center of everything. So how does one earn royal favor? Well, royal favor is earned by cashing in different assets to Sir Althus back at the capital, for which there are 3 different types of assets. There are artifacts, which can be earned by slaying monsters. There's curios, which can be earned by gathering and skilling. And finally, there are gems, which are found in the treasure chests. Now, if you want to earn a higher tier of rewards, meaning you earn more royal favor, you're going to have to venture into more and more dangerous territory, each of which has their own unique consequences. So if you're killed by a monster or by another player in a tier 1 territory, there's no penalty. However, if you die in a tier 4 or 5 area of the map, you lose everything you've earned except for 1 item, and your loot is then available for anyone who killed you. Meaning, if you're rolling deep in a guild and you're a bunch of people and you spot single players and you kill them, you could take advantage of that and gather all of the resources and equipment that they've lost. However, this is also going to mark you as an outlaw, in which case, if you die, you are going to lose everything. Now, this is just for equipment, resources, and the assets that you've gathered on your journey. Anything that you've gone back to the capital with and you've cashed in to Sir Althus is going to be totally fine. So now you've gathered some artifacts, you've cashed them in, and you've earned your royal favor, which are these points in the top left next to your name marked by the crown. But what does a royal favor do? Well, the first thing it does is gets you a piece of the prize pool at the end of the season, which starts at $30, but it scales the more people mint orbs and royal charters. Now, additionally, 20% of the prize pool is going to be paid out to people who rank up the daily leaderboard, and this is going to be based on how much gold you have in the bank. And finally, 10% of it is going to be paid out daily over 5 days, so 2% per day. And the way this works is they're going to randomly select a monster on the map, and the more times you've killed that monster, if you killed him at all, you are going to get a bigger piece of the prize pool. So it's basically like a monster roulette wheel. Now, another use for royal favor is the more that you have, the more bribes you are going to passively earn, which are these treasure chests that contain 3 different types of prizes. These prizes consist of 2 different types of tickets, which enter you into whitelist raffles for 2 of their upcoming free mints. So it's literally free money. One of them is for their pet mint. The other one is for their land mint. And then the third type of prize you could find in a bribe is going to be trinkets, which have a direct correlation to how big your Cambria token airdrop is going to be, for which you can see how many trinkets you have in the top left corner of your screen next to the crown points. Now, there is also a daily royal favor leaderboard where 18% of the blast gold that they have to hand out is split between the top 10 players of day 1, and the other 82% is split evenly throughout the season. And if you remember Blast Gold, this is what got you the Blast token airdrop. And then on top of all these prizes, they're also giving away 50 founders NFTs on day 4. So that is happening on Saturday. So that was the main way to earn. Like I said, there's a lot to it. However, there's also 3 other ways you can earn in this game. The first way is the free to play way, which you have to go to Jacob. He's going to assign you a quest, and then you have to complete these quests. And they're super simple, like go out there and mine 36 tin ores. And then when you return, you have a chance to win from the $10,000 Ronin prize pool. And your prize is just going to be on the spot $100 in Ronin. Now, the third way to earn is by selling assets OTC. This was very popular during the previous version of the game, which I must say, this game has come such a long way. It is an amazing sight to see. However, during the dual arena versions of the game, people were selling assets for real money OTC in the Discord. So I assume this is going to happen again as people want to remain competitive and work their way up that leaderboard to get the most amount of prizes possible. And the fourth and final way to earn in this game is by creating content and shilling your link, which mine is Gorilla. And they have a ton of prizes here as well. They have ETH prizes, they have Ronin prizes, they have token airdrop prizes, and they have Genesis NFTs. So if you enjoy playing games, this is honestly one of, if not the greatest opportunity I have ever seen for a Web3 game ever. Over $1 million in various prizes, and it's all over a 5-day period. So you don't have to grind for months on end. And there's going to be additional seasons with additional prizes. So if you learn how to play now, it's going to give you an advantage in the future seasons. So if you want to play, if you want to learn more about the game, I'm going to put all the links in the description down below for their docs and everything. Also, make sure you use code Gorilla. Feel free to jump in my Discord if you have any questions or you're looking to join a guild. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already done so, would you kindly hit that subscribe button, smash that bell notification. Thank you for watching the Crypto Gorilla. Peace.